did you guys play on the N64? Or did you play the N64?
Oh my gosh. I played
I know Matt
quite a bit
did.
of N64. I'll let Todd go first, because I can talk all day on that.
No, I mean it, everything. I played like every game on the Nintendo 64.
Pretty much.
I played every Pokemon game on the N64.
Yeah. I played
So
Stadium. I did not play that
I played Snap.
Pikachu Take Pictures game.
That was
dude, Pokemon Snap, never beat it.
I don't know what... I never touched it. It just made every game, like, I looked at, it was like, you're taking pictures. I was like, I don't understand what's going
Heck
on.
yeah. Oh, man. It's just a thing. You enjoy it or you don't enjoy it.
But that's what it was?
Acquired.
You just took pictures? Or no? I'm asking, I guess, at this point.
I mean, basically, but you gotta, like, throw
you went on
stuff
rides.
and, like, look around.
You went
It's
on a
neat.
riot?
Yeah, kind of.
It was-
you're on
it
a
was-
Like,
track.
there was rioting.
it was considered on rails.
It's like you're on a
rides,
slow roller coaster.
not riots.
You
Oh,
get to, like, throw
rides.
stuff.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you said riots. I was like, how the hell does that work?
Yeah, seems more likely, right?
Riots everywhere.
Huh.
No, but I played Hey You Pikachu, which is legit because you got like a little microphone. You get to give Pikachu commands. I thought it was
Dang.
cool. That's like why I got an N64 in the first place.
Okay, Jimmy.
Interesting.
Top 5 games in 64.
Of all time?
Of
Oh,
your,
N64.
of your favorite, your opinion in 64
And
games.
dude, I played like a total of like 7 N64 games.
Well, give us 5 of your favorites.
So like, I'd say Hey You Pikachu's like right up at the top. Then followed by like Pokemon Stadium, which was really neat if you got like the Game Boy cartridge thing with it, because you
Right.
could play
I did that.
your Game Boy.
That was
Oh,
very
okay, yeah,
cool.
the Game Boy Color games on the TV,
Yep.
which was super cool.
Very cool.
I thought, yeah, that was like the coolest freaking thing ever. Then I played Ridge Racer and
Okay.
another racing game, but I didn't really like them that much. I was more of a Pokemon guy. Yeah, it was,
Understood.
so then like I guess Pokemon Stadium 2 and
I didn't know they made 2.
yeah for sure it was the second gen Pokemon. It was good. I enjoyed it, but honestly that's about it for me. So you can go ahead and go.
This is tough-ish, because now I'm trying to remember and I don't want to short credit things. So one game Todd always reminds me of, which I had so much fun. You were these 3 or 4 monsters and you just ran through the city, beating the shit out of everything and eating fucking people. I think it was called Rampage.
Good old Rampage, yes.
That game was 1 in a million. So much fun.
I
And they
agree.
even had, I think, arcade versions of that game, if I remember correctly.
That was
So cool.
originally an arcade game. That's where that came from.
That is a badass game. That would probably be
I've
somewhere in my
never
top
heard of
5.
it.
I don't want to rank them correctly because that's too hard.
It's not super
Number-
popular, but it's so much fun.
Oh,
It's
you know what?
look it up, Jimmy. I think you'll at least recognize it.
I think I have seen this before.
Very cool. Very cool
Yeah.
game.
I also forgot
yeah.
Super Smash Bros.
Yep,
played
that's
that.
what I was gonna say.
Enjoyed it.
I am gonna go with the first one only, though. I did not care for Melee.
I didn't play Melee.
I didn't
Oh.
play a ton.
I think it
of
was a GameCube thing, actually.
Yes.
I don't know
It
if it was a
was.
64 thing.
Started there.
It was
yeah.
GameCube.
So alas, it's no longer relevant for this. Thankfully.
Right.
Definitely Super Smash Brothers was epic. That game, so much fun, so many almost fights really happened because of that game and shit. Like, it was the best. This is probably a gimme if you know me and the games that I play, but I don't know which one to choose. So it would be between GoldenEye and or The World Is Not Enough.
Those both 007 games?
Both 007 games.
I would think that would be an easy one. That's GoldenEye big time.
I think it was GoldenEye because it was better maps, more simplicity, and like the characters I think made it for me. Because like when you could actually be Oddjob or Boris, and like Oddjob first and foremost had an advantage because if you just took a knee, you hit down on your C-pad and took a knee, you were already underneath the aimer of everybody that held it waist high. So you had an advantage.
We talked about this explicitly on the last podcast.
Did you really? I haven't listened. Like number 2?
It just dropped today, and
Yeah, I was gonna
there's
say, I haven't listened to 2 yet.
there's at length we discussed this.
I'm so excited to listen to that now.
Yeah, I think you'll
But-
enjoy that.
he was without a doubt. I think it was GoldenEye. World Not Enough was cool because it had a couple new like toys, guns, features, but I do think it was GoldenEye, truly. So that's two. No, it's three. I apologize. That's three because that was Rampage, that was GoldenEye, and that
Yep.
was Super Smash. I think I would be doing everybody a huge disservice if I didn't mention Cruisin' World because I liked it way better than Cruisin' USA.
Good times.
So that was a great one. And I don't know, man. I want to say like a couple things here, and I can't decide, and I'm sure I'm not remembering all of these either. But like Mario Kart 1, very cool.
Yeah.
Also Mario 64, very cool.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know why this stupid game. It's not even all that cool, but I enjoyed it way too fucking much. Oh, Wave Race, that horrible ass jet ski
Oh
game.
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I know that one.
It
Yeah,
was
no, it's
fun
okay.
enough. I don't know why I loved it so much, but I did. Then you also, oh, dude. Okay, I'll switch it up. I think I got it, and I don't know why I enjoyed this one so much. I don't even do sports, but Mario Golf was so much fun.
Yeah, that was a good game.
So
Really?
those are my,
That's-
there's five right there for you. That's what I want.
That's been good since NES.
Yeah,
And there was a good
Mario
GameCube
Golf on
one.
64. I could play that like Call of Duty, just hours on end, going and going and going and going.
Wow.
Or Halo. or
Never
whatever.
realized Galkin could do that.
Oh yeah.
It was, dude. It's like eat your heart out, Tiger Woods. Even before he fucked everybody, literally.
Haha. Yeah.
So now Todd's gonna bring it home with the Ultimate 5 right here.
Okay, so I think I agree that Super Mario 64 was in there. It kind of kicked everything off. That was awesome.
Oh yeah.
A lot of great wrestling games, but I'll throw No Mercy in there to represent all of them.
Pause. Is that part of the only one I played which was awesome? I think it was what they called NWO
Yeah.
versus WCW or whatever.
So I'll break it down. They THQ did games on both sides for WCW and the WWF at the time. So
Okay.
the WCW games were WCW versus NWO World Tour, and then they followed that up with WCW versus NWO Revenge. Those were both good games. Then WWF started with, I think it was WrestleMania 2000. There was another one in there, and then they did No Mercy, which was like the ultimate. It was the last one they did, and it was amazing. So I'd put No Mercy in there. Is that 2 or is that 3? That was
That's 2 games total. But you
That's-
said Mario and then you said No Mercy.
yeah, that's 2. Spent a ton of time on GoldenEye, needless to say.
So much fun.
I would add. My friends and I played weird games. My buddy and I got real into Tetrisphere. That was kind of.
I think I at least remember that. I never played.
I don't know if I'd add that to the list though. But that was a lot of fun. There was a great NBA Jam game on there. I think Hang Time was the
Pretty
one. NBA Hang Time. It's just sort of a NBA Jam follow-up.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
I think I'd probably make that the 4th. Man. And we really, really loved San Francisco Rush.
I remember
What was that?
Racing, I believe. Right?
Yeah, that was a racing game, arcade style, and there was this hidden skate park you could go to, and we would just spend hours racing these super fast cars off these ramps and stuff. Tons of fun.
There was. I think it was actually just called the Yoshi's Story. That was fairly enjoyable as well.
I didn't play that a lot, but I think, yeah, that was a good game.
I spent a little time with it, and it was fun enough to keep my attention for a few hours at least. But I didn't own it, so I think that's why I enjoyed it, because I didn't have it to play type thing.
Yeah.
And I know I'm pretty trying to think of all the... Oh. Man, I guess I did play a couple more sports games than I thought I did. NFL Blitz, the first one, not
Oh, yeah.
2001.
No, yeah.
That game was gold.
That was very good.
You put big football mode on, and like, oh my god, that shit was dope. I picked the same like defensive and goal line play for everything. Like I was young enough, I literally picked like the same play over and over and over. So funny. That game was great.
Oh, did you guys ever play NHL Hits? GameCube game?
The only NHL game I played would be, I think, 2K1, 2001, PlayStation, number 1.
I think I played it at some point.
I'd say I love that game. You could like smash people through the the glass. And you could give all your players like nicknames and stuff. It was good.
Oh! This isn't Nintendo 64 though, but never mind, it's no longer relevant. There's this awesome game I played for Xbox, the original, not Xbox One, but the first.
Yeah.
It was called, I think it was just called NFL Street.
Yeah, that existed.
That game was crazy fun because you could literally like be doing some crazy plays and like you're the quarterback doing some like between the legs throwing it backwards, and then your like receiver downfield just like took off running, jumped over a guy, ran across the wall, and then jumped off of it and caught the ball and scored. Like it was some shenanigans. It was so much fun.
Wait, what game was it? I'm sorry.
NFL Street, I
got
think.
cut out.
NFL Street.
I have played some of those games. Those are awesome.
I think I only played the first one, and oh my gosh. And then
Yeah, no, those those were so much fun because you could like you said, just jump off walls and like pick the
Yeah.
ball off people while they're
It was
just
totally
carrying
crazy.
it. And, yeah.
I think it was because you said you could give your players nicknames and stuff. That's what I did. Like my brother at the time, so he was in high school because I was probably in grade school, middle school, junior high, and he was working at Taco Bell. And he named like an entire team off like the deadbeats that worked at Taco Bell with him. And I obviously knew who most of them were because number one, I lived in a small town, and number two, I was at Taco Bell frequently. Taco Bell, hello, you're welcome. And and then I went on to have a slight career there for a few years. Career is a strong word. I was employed by them for a few years.
Yeah, that
There you
sounds
go.
better.
Definitely in high school, and no, just high school actually. Anyway, and so when he got home and showed me all their names and how he made them look, and like, I remember practically pissing myself laughing because some of the characters that were on there, so funny.
Well, I would say we could wrap it up any time here.
Yeah.
I think we've given a
Alright,
pretty good idea of this game, which I enjoy. I think it's cool.
I think it's been the fact alone.
looks
that
like
it's
it's fun.
Cry, and like the free roam of it looks really cool. The mechanics of it look really cool, and you should fly off into the sunset. Find the sunset and fly off.
You should.
You're right. That's a good idea. Let's do that.
I have a final fun fact of the N64 for you guys that you probably
Bring
won't
it,
care much
bring it on
about.
home. How
But-
did nobody say Perfect Dark, by the way? Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, it's true.
Did you know that originally Final Fantasy VII was scheduled to be released on the Nintendo 64, but it turns out that the PlayStation 1 came out and had more power to play the game since it was their first 3D game, and it required a little bit more.
Too much for the
The
expansion pack,
PlayStation
huh?
1. Huh? Yeah. The PlayStation 1 had the extra edge over that, and thus Final Fantasy stuck with PlayStation for a long time after that. Just,
Was 7 the one they released only in like Eastern Bloc Nation, or was that 6?
6 was the one that people were like, is it 3, is it 6? Because nobody knew, because they released it as 3 in Japan and 6 over here, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. Or no,
I
I'm
never
sorry,
did.
6 in Japan, but 3 over here.
I never did ride that bandwagon, if you will, but man, it has a huge following. Except for
Yes,
one
it
thing I
does.
will disagree with. People, was that Hideo Kojima motherfucker tied with that somehow?
Yeah.
Because oh my god, people worship him like he is Jesus Christ himself, and I don't get it. Don't
Yeah.
get it.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't get that either, I mean, but I do enjoy
Kotaku
the
or-
stuff, like,
Kotaku or GameSpot, one of the two, still posts a sad picture with his face, and they bring that up like once every other month about how he was still screwed. It was like, man, that was a long time ago. Let it go.
And they're mad because Konami got out of the video game business completely, and it's like, okay, but what do you want to do
Idiots.
about it?
Right. Idiots.
So So we're off into the sunset, and let me just say farewell here
Farewell.
by doing the
Goodbye.
following. Oh, well, let me jump out. That's sad.
Okay.
It just says interrogate to gain intel. Who are you interrogating? Yourself? You're throwing yourself out of the helicopter?
Just grab the dude and jump out of the helicopter. You have 5 seconds to tell me what you know.
I changed seats.
You will die.
Off into the
We're
sunset.
going out of control. We're going out of
There it
control. Oh my god.
He's sitting there just talking to himself on the headset. Mayday, we're going down.
We're going down.
This is nice.
Very slowly, but